Ring going up.
On a Tuesday.
Hey, we'll allow it. We'll allow it.
Yeah.
What up, chat? What's good?
Oh, he's alive. Let's get
Hit me with that. Hit me with that knock, brother.
Yeah.
May have a little bit of an echo. Too get a little heated.
That's fine.
A little heated.
Well, it's me v you on round one, so it's probably gonna be some heat.
So round one's gonna be some steam. All right.
Get Tommy to set Lauren up now that I got her.
Oh, Lauren's playing?
Yeah.
Oh, bet. So you could be a juror, Tori.
Her.
You said.
Yeah, let her be the bailiff.
Okay.
I texted her.
All right. Let me.
Tori, choose a spot.
Oh.
Like
All I said was
Oh,
your
you
fault.
also, Tori, can close hangers? Customize your
The
socks.
British? I think I've only ever met
Oh my
two
God.
British people my whole life, so. And they were pretty cool. I met them when I was in Japan. They were pretty crazy. They were twins.
You believe Dean said no to this game? I had to buy it for him to play. This seems like a Dean game, don't it?
Closest thing to British that I've got come in contact
these
with,
outfits free?
verbally or otherwise, would be an Australian, and
British.
I don't think there's a comparison there. So
I'm gonna tell you, unless they try to overtax me, British are not so. But once they try to overtax me, brother,
We're gonna have some problems.
then it's a problem.
we throw in some tea
Yeah.
overboard.
Believe it or not, we will take a boat somewhere over some
But
tax.
what's y'all's like best food y'all got over there?
Fish and
This is-
chips.
Chili's
Let's see if you're a
good,
judge.
I said best food.
but I'm not a judge.
I know, but if you,
But you-
that's what you look like when you are the judge.
Oh. That's
Yeah,
ugly.
Tori.
Yeah, they got
She's ugly.
beans on toast or whatever that is.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to trust anybody that eats beans for breakfast.
Okay, so how do I save this?
You just exit it, it'll save it.
Brings me back to a time whenever mother used to make twiggle fish.
Also,
Yo, hear me out here. Boston Tea Party, but, you know, Civil War style.
ain't nothing more irritating than a damn bottle of water.
Bottle of water.
I mean, hear me out. We got some dumb
It sounds
words.
like we're making fun of you, Deco, but that's because we are.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome to throw it back. We encourage it.
Yeah, I
Yo,
wouldn't-
whoa,
I wouldn't
pause.
tell you to shoot us, but
Why are you trying to get this man to throw it back for?
Well, brother, if we don't get it started now, they'll never know our secret.
Jordan, why is everyone so quiet?
You got your headset turned up?
Oh, I turned it up.
Hey, imagine that.
That'll do it.
That will do it.
Oh,
All right, so we're waiting on the lore.
yep.
Tommy, hurry up.
I think she actually wanted
Jesus.
to use the bathroom. I might have to step over there.
My goodness.
I'm gonna let you know, Deco, you're probably about to see some out-of-pocket shit. Speaking of,
Ain't no-
stream,
Ain't no
that's my
problem
wife,
with it.
right there.
Invite the game. Alice gonna be upset that she can't play.
I'm sure we'll play again.
You can tell her to listen to it.
Well, so the problem is the first 4 hours she's at work, she's busy, and then the rest of the time she ain't doing nothing.
Hell yeah.
She go in at 10. She worked that good old 10 to 5, 10 to 6.
Okay,
or
send
whatever.
it up.
Send another one.
That'll be me on Tuesday. I gotta go to work Monday, come home, sleep Go back to work at 11.
I mean, we don't have to have a bailiff, so if she wants to be a juror, she can. We can just have
We'll
two
random
jurors.
put her as a juror, so.
Tommy, why are you a witness?
Because, dude, I'm an expert.
Hands.
Hands.
Chris, that's the second time already. Quit.
Whip.
Alright, I guess we're good.
Well, is Lauren actually here?
Yeah, she just sat down.
Okay,
But
okay.
ready up.
Hi, Lauren.
Everybody click ready at the bottom. Tori.
Golly, that hay was so delayed.
Look.
Locked in, chat. You know what it is.
Good luck, because there's probably going to be a little bit of yelling going on.
Oh,
here.
I have to prosecute Danny.
Fine.
Let's
Sit
get
down.
No, it
it.
does it for you.
This is gonna be wild. I already know.
Wait, do we have to
Oh, no,
mute
it's not
this
the
one?
headset's fault. It's game chat.
Oh.
No, it's game
Oh
chat.
my
It's delayed for
goodness.
everybody.
Lord. Hey. Be throwing shit.
Huh?
Be throwing shit.
How do you throw shit?
Oh, good. Good.
Ah.
Wait,
Gotta fucking
I know y'all ain't.
angle that
Yup.
shit.
Yup.
You.
Yep.
All right, so we got a homeless man and a president as a witness.
The homeless man. I
What do we
guess.
do, chat? What do we do? What do we do?
Not president at the moment. Seems.
We do. What do we press charges with? What do we hit him
Alright.
with?
Accuse. That's all these are. These are all just accusations.
Hey, Jordan.
Wow.
Wait, we were waiting on the prosecutor?
Hey,
Oh,
that's
okay.
that's indecent, Judge. Judge, objection.
My
Objection
bad.
on the
My
journalist.
bad. My bad.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
I got you.
Never happened. Never happened. Can't prove it. Never happened.
Can't confirm myself.
Listen, Judge. Listen,
what?
Judge. He comes in here, and the first thing he does start talking about a bottle of water.
Okay.
All right. In my defense, that was straight Scottish accent. That's not even British. So he don't even know. He don't even know. Hey, Judge. You lucky we ain't got a bailiff. All right.
You're the attorney. You're supposed to be making a case for your
I am. Look at him.
person.
He's
over
so
here. He
worried
looks
about
so
being
sad. Yeah.
accused. You gotta
Okay.
give me a turn here, Judge.
Breaking news. Breaking news. See? I told you. It's in the news, brother. You gotta believe the news.
That's NBC, guys.
NBC is. Listen, they have been honest thus far with us.
Y'all heard it. Live, straight from front.
Witness ain't said a word yet. All right.
I seen it on 2 eyes in the chat.
In the chat, huh?
In the chat. That
Which
he was in
chat?
fact being British.
Hey.
And then
you have to
Puckett
have physical
said
evidence.
right after
Physical
he was
evidence
being British.
required.
Which chat?
The chat.
Okay. Alright.
Hearsay, Your
All
Honor.
right.
Hearsay.
Yep. Go back to your seat. Oh,
Oh, now he's a homeless man. Homeless man, what did you see? Oh, back to the president. Never mind, sit down.
there we go.
It worked.
Homeless man
Alright.
actually should.
So,
People look like that.
You typing too loud over there, journalist. I can't focus.
Hey, right here, it says right here on this book, in sock we trust. All right? And that sock right over there. Hey,
Hey, they're throwing airplanes in my car out. What the?
The fuck
Tor?
just stunned me?
Can I get a turn, Judge? Can I get a turn?
Okay. I mean,
That blue button right there.
yeah. Just goes there.
Oh, you gotta throw a card out, sir. That's what. Hit tab. You know how a court case works.
I can't do nothing with none of that.
I'm trying to throw a card out. I found them. You look down at your evidence thing. But I don't know how to use it. Maybe I can't go first.
All right, here we go. So I was accused. My client was accused.
Yeah, Danny Sockland P.
Of bullying the British.
Oh, breaking news.
News. Look, there's the picture. Look at Deco.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, you seen the picture?
That's a separate court case. That's a separate court case. Objection, unrelated.
He might do it, Guido.
Now, I will say, the accuser
I might, Guido. I might.
is actually the one that started the beef with the British.
Whoa.
And
We
the
can't be
reason-
bringing up other things.
Well, no, I consider this framing.
Framing, that's
I
okay.
seen that.
That's slander.
Well, I can't show my evidence for some reason, Judge.
Mr. Prosecutor, what are you doing?
I'm making a note that Daniel is using slander in the courtroom so that later on I can add charges to this case to his law firm.
Oh, okay. Fair. Continue.
Oh.
Okay.
Can I have the court, sir?
Yep. Go ahead.
I think the blue button may be required.
Yeah, I think the blue button
No.
is required.
No.
No?
It just puts Tommy up there.
Okay.
Oh, let me see. Oh, here we go.
Oh,
Okay, here we go. See, now the reason why I said what I said was because in reality, the accuser canceled the event of visiting the British on a very momentous occasion.
what? Turns out the wets his bed at night. This has nothing to do with the case, Judge.
It's still news.
So
It's still news.
this could be a cover-up.
The journalist is out of line.
Hey,
Yep.
I have the judge's attention right now. Silence. If you look in the evidence, Your Honor, you will find that Sir Deco invited the accuser to a very important bit in which he said, "Go fuck yourself."
Whoa.
Oh.
I don't know that those
Oh,
terms are used.
That is a
Judge,
quote,
I'd like the floor.
verbatim.
Okay, all right.
And I think it was because of a little bit of hatred left over from generations past.
Okay.
What say
Alright.
you, accuser? What say you?
Judge, could I have the floor?
Yes. Please continue.
See, if you'll see, if you look up his search history, it is strictly on hate crimes against the British.
That is
Oh.
not true, Your Honor. There is or is not other things in my search history.
Okay. Okay. Do we have evidence of this?
We do have evidence. It's in his search history. Just pull it back up right there. I also saw that while I was researching his search history.
Objection, Your Honor. Invalid. You can clearly see on his
He's
piece of
angry
evidence where it says
because there's salary cuts going on at his law firm, and he's nervous to lose that, and now he's taking it out on his client, making this court unreasonable in the court of law. He can't represent this man.
Objection, Your Honor. That's speculation. I was actually hired into this firm to turn things around because of the salary cuts.
I'd like to call a witness to the stand. Homeless man.
Yep.
Mr. Homeless Man, is it true that you were present
What's up, Mike?
whenever Daniel Sockland over there made the insulting joke, some might say a hate crime, to Mr. Deco?
I was in fact there.
You were there and you heard the words.
Yes. Yep. I did.
Objection,
in
Your
fact,
Honor.
hear
The
it.
prosecution.
This is conspiracy. Conspiracy, Your Honor.
Okay. Now you may speak. Oh, okay. You gave it up.
No.
Tommy,
no.
do you have anything to say?
I did not mean to, Your Honor. I did not mean to. If I could please have the stage.
Oh, now we're just giving stuff back?
Thank you. Now, I present this piece of evidence because the homeless man only has eyes out for me, so he's as useless as a bent
We're
nail.
just playing some crazy shit, Mike.
He's as useless as a bent nail because he clearly heard the prosecutor say bottle of water first.
Listen, he says it again in your courtroom, Judge.
These are quotes. This is verbatim. This is exactly what happened.
Oh, sorry. Wrong one. Okay.
I did in fact hear that too.
Oh, now you want to say something?
You ain't on the stand. Objection.
Your Honor,
That's
I
overruled.
also have another piece of evidence, Your Honor.
Okay, continue.
If you look into the diary of the accuser, you can find where his great grandfather fought in the war, and was actually on the ship of the Boston Tea Party, where he threw slanderous, offensive jokes at the British. And
Okay.
I feel as if the prosecutor was raised in an environment in which breeds this kind of behavior.
Call horse shit, Your Honor.
Overruled.
I rest my case,
Over it.
Your Honor. I will refrain from further evidence until necessary.
Okay, thank you. We'll see what the prosecutor has to say. Yeah, I remember you, Mike.
Well, I don't know if you can see, Your Honor, but the defendant has brand new shoelaces, and they're orchestrated. They're tied in a way so that you may be wanting to get rid of a particular British man. And I saw him with these right before I saw him try to give his girlfriend a cheap ring made of plastic. Okay. Like I said, the salary cuts have got him losing his mind, and now he's trying to use these shoelaces to assassinate with the hatred he has for this British man.
Assassinate, huh? Okay. Attorney, anything you would like to say about that?
I would say this now qualifies as slander, because assassination without evidence is just hopeless. and
Attempted
beyond.
assassination.
Where's your evidence?
The brand new shoelaces tied in the way that they are.
I would wager that if anyone was gonna assassinate, they would use these pristine boxing gloves that my witness has. But as you can clearly tell, they are never used, and they are just for decorating. Shoelaces cannot kill people. Boxing gloves can. We witnessed that with Mike Tyson.
I'll allow it.
I get hit with one more paper ball.
Prosecutor.
If you could see, Judge, just hear me out here. Stop throwing them at me. After the salary cuts, it was obvious that there was a suspicious bill that showed up, just conveniently for the amount to make up for that salary cut. This angered him into a point of rage to where he couldn't handle it anymore, reminding him of how much the British taxed the American. And that drove him into a pit of rage, stating the things that he said and creating the lethal instrument to attempt to take the British man's life.
Conspiracy, Your Honor. Conspiracy. As I have stated before, that suspicious bill that he claims to have possession of is actually my salary, because the salary cuts for all the other employees here who were underperforming in their position, I have been hired in to take their place as the most professional lawyer that has ever stepped foot in any courtroom. As you can tell from my lack of conspiracy and hearsay.
Okay.
Now, I will say that I have been framed in my position, because if I could show you my notebook, sir, I would. I haven't been able to take a single note, and that's because I was given by the accuser a capless pen that has already dried out. You can see that in the evidence. I provided it.
Your Honor, I don't prepare this courtroom. You don't prepare this courtroom. This courtroom is prepared when we arrive. Don't let this fool, who obviously never spent time enough in law school to understand the crucial element that we are to this society.
Okay.
I will say just one more thing. The accuser has been fighting me, the defender, this whole time on a personal level, when really my witness was the one accused. So I just don't understand why I am in this courtroom being accused when my witness is the one being tried. I feel like this deserves a mistrial.
Because you have been on the payroll of this witness for quite some time. It is
What is my witness's name, prosecutor?
Daniel Socklin P.
Does he look like a sock to you, Judge?
No, he does not.
I didn't say he was a sock.
My client's name is George Buttersworth.
Yeah, just send me
Just so everybody knows.
another
Jurors.
message on there, Mike. I hadn't seen one. Okay. Jurors.
Now, as my closer, I would like to say, before you make your
name's not juror.
very rational decisions, and uphold the law of this state, I would like to say I thank you for doing the right thing. And next time I see you, Prosecutor Slippin' Jordy will be on the defense.
I thought prosecutor went first in closing statements.
You're just a witness.
You're a witness. You're a witness.
I'm aware, but still.
No slipping in the courtroom, please. Really? Good.
Oh, I'm sorry.
All right.
I've stated my case. No need for closing ceremonies here. We all know. It's all out there. Let's just think, the next time that you go outside, do you want your family, your children, to live in a world of hatred? Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Is there no further
No further.
comments? We will now continue with the verdict. Juror number 1, what is your verdict
Is
of the
that me?
defendant? Yeah.
I think he is innocent.
Okay. Juror number 2,
don't even know what's going on. Just got here.
All right.
Say he's innocent.
Wow. Lauren, wake up.
I said, wow.
Corey made 0 notes, and Lauren did not make a vote at all. They'll have to re-invite us.
That I can only do 3 stories.
Yeah.
That's how wasted. I had some good ones. I had a good one all drawn out and everything. Oh, bro.
Okay,
But yeah, apparently my things are supposed to go to. They're supposed
I'll be
to
a juror.
counted as actual evidence.
Let one of them slide in.
Jordan.
All right.
I'm gonna pick random. Okay, I'm a prosecutor.
It's wrong with my
I'll go
computer.
rando as well.
Okay.
Oh no.
No. Oh.
You can pick whatever you want, Tori.
Oh,
Oh, Tori's gonna be the judge against Tommy Dean. Good lord, Jordan, we need you as a bailiff, not a journalist.
Interesting.
well, if we get a journalist, that's evidence.
We need a
Yeah,
journalist.
but I feel like we need to control the courtroom in this situation.
Okay.
Lauren, you be the
Who needs a
bailiff
journalist?
Lauren, go do journalist.
or journalist.
There we go. All right.
Oh, wait,
Okay.
hang on.
Oh shit, Tori's the judge. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like to judge people.
We know.
We know.
Oh.
All right, Mike. I'll look at it whenever I get done with this. Ooh, I know.
Gotta change my appearance real quick. Hold up.
I was doing the same.
Watch, comment, and influence the judge. All right, bet. How's
So
everybody
we're
doing today?
writing a thing not based off of Tommy, but the person that.
Yes, he's defending. He's a lawyer.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can
The
accuse
defendant.
Tommy. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. Yeah, if it's easier to accuse Tommy, that's more fun anyway.
Yeah, I was just using that as a as a ploy.
So no one's actually the criminal. It's a bot.
Well,
right?
but we're gonna probably end up playing it as the defense is the criminal.
Okay.
Well, which one y'all want? That one, or me to accuse the bot?
No.
Accuse Tommy.
Accuse Tommy. That'll be much
Oh,
more
Make it
fun.
personal.
Yeah.
Make it personal.
Why do I want to make it personal?
Because then it's funny.
Yeah, if they're not defending themselves.
All right, Jordan. All right,
Let's go.
here we go. Round two. Oh, we in space.
What do I do?
Space Court. What up, doggy?
Oh.
Got a little weenie dog.
That's a
On this
long
little
dog.
pad.
Yeah, you click on a little pad, you make notes.
No, I'm talking about them. They can choose guilty or not guilty by 2 little buttons right here in front of them. God.
It's everyone's first time playing. So for the accuser, I'm a nosy janitor, and for the defense, I am an amateur detective.
What?
Those are your witnesses. Accuser, Dean, has a nosy janitor, and defense, Tommy, has an amateur detective.
Huh?
Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right, I better lock in. I better be shutting them up.
Oh.
Yeah, okay.
Guilty. Guilty.
All right.
I feel like journalist Lauren has something to say on this subject.
What is the point in my role, though?
You can
You
create
make,
You do the
stories as
headlines.
evidence.
yeah,
Okay.
you create stories as evidence to go either way.
Hey. Okay.
What?
Don't you, Tori.
All right, help her out, Chris.
Yeah, pick up the hammer and use the scroll wheel to change what you're doing. And then hit one of the buttons.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So give one of them a turn. You should go red.
Oh, I got it.
That
now.
shut him up.
Oh, never mind.
Okay. All right. I don't know what I did.
Just making sure you're awake.
I don't understand. It
Oh.
said. Okay. Do I point it at someone? I don't.
You hit the blue or red button, depending on which one. What do you have it on? The pink?
Like,
Look pretty green to me.
What's the symbol on the hammer?
The eye.
The eye?
okay, I need to let them, the lawyer, present evidence.
That one. So you click on the red
So-
one.
Hit the
They'll
blue
go
one.
first. Is that right?
Okay. That's fine.
I
Okay.
would like to submit evidence him stubbing his toe, Your Honor. Whenever this man is in the party-
Relevance.
Hey, God, I ain't done. You can do your objections in a second. As I was saying, Your Honor, before I was rudely interrupted, this man right here, whenever he's in the party, he stubs his toe. He refrains from cussing too loudly. Why? Children. That's why. He has 3 of them, Your Honor. And if I could submit them as evidence, I would, but that's against the law. So,
Okay.
That's pretty good.
the prosecutor
evidence.
rests. What?
Prosecutor,
see
you
you,
gonna ask me
bailiff.
questions?
I didn't know you were up there. Okay. Sir, have you noticed in your time working with Tommy that every time he's talking about how he doesn't have money for something, it's usually going towards his children? Can you confirm?
I cannot confirm, sir. I cannot
Hey, quit throwing stuff in here.
I'm bailiff.
I would like to move to remove this witness.
That's your witness.
Your witness, Tommy. It's
Oh
blue.
my god.
It's blue. I'm your witness. Your Honor,
Mr.
prosecution is asleep.
Say what?
Yes, I see that.
I'm not asleep.
I'm gonna tell you one more time. Keep it down over here.
Do you have any further questions?
No. Well, let me ask you this, Mr. Witness, if that's the case.
Yes.
When was
Throw it again.
last week or 2 weeks ago, whenever Mr. Tommy had to go on his vacation, did he ever say to you at any point in time
Facts, Pat.
that he had to find someone to keep his children?
Never once heard a single word about it, actually. It's almost as if he doesn't have children.
It's almost as if, Your Honor, Danny here does not care. He does not care about what Tommy hears and what he says, because Danny cares not of Tommy. He is simply
Conspiracy.
here on his own accord for his own personal gain.
Objection.
To get me
Quit throwing
removed from the
stuff.
bar, Your Honor. Remove this witness.
Quit throwing stuff.
Do you have anything to say in response to that?
That's outlandish and conspiracy.
Okay.
Yeah, just like what a man would say if he had other means
Other
than
means
being
of,
just a witness.
other means of what?
Other means of...
He's sleeping again, Your Honor. Pretty sure we have a
Okay.
kleptomaniac in the court.
Defense?
Mr. Witness, is it
Yes.
true that we occasionally work together?
On occasion, yes.
And is it true that you've seen me pull out of a parking lot?
He does pull out of parking lots.
Point stands, I know how to pull out.
Do you have any further questions?
Relevance, Your
Prosecutor?
Honor. Relevance.
That's all.
Tommy, you should
Relevance,
probably
pulling
play a
out of
card.
parking lot does not have anything to do with his
Oh,
pull-out
oh,
game.
wait.
Catherine.
The entire police force was there whenever I pulled out of that parking spot.
Once
My
again, Your
witness
Honor,
here was one of
relevance.
them.
Relevance
They have seen me
pertaining
pull
to the
out.
case has nothing to do
Pull-out
with the
game
current
is in
subject matter.
fact not weak.
Your driving game, sir, is what is not weak. Your pull-out game, however, needs work.
You didn't specify pulling out
The
of what.
prosecution rests. Your Honor, are you awake?
Yes. I'm thinking, prosecutor.
Oh, what the?
Ha ha!
My bad. My bad. My bad. My bad.
Well,
Bailiff said, "Ducky, you be."
Do we have any more witnesses?
Bean could call a witness just as some advice. Throw another one.
The prosecutor is asleep again.
say what?
Do you have another witness?
Uh,
One more time.
no, Your Honor, I do not. But if I could, I would
Okay.
like to submit more evidence here.
Yeah, can you give it back to
I'll
Red
allow,
for it?
I'll allow it.
Will you? Okay, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Yeah, I would like to bring to the case here. I would like to submit suspicious bills. Okay. As we've discussed before, Tommy's witness said that he did not have any bills per se, but I think we have all heard him talk about how much it costs to take care of children, Your Honor.
Your Honor, I never
think
said he
he
didn't
has
have any
said at
bills.
one point in time, you don't have the floor at the moment. and I would also like to
Order,
say
please. Continue.
that at several times during our playthroughs with Tommy over here, he has said repeatedly that it is difficult to keep up with the buying games and to have as many children as he does. He says that he has 3, Your Honor. I've heard it myself. And so has everyone here.
Okay. Do you have any response to that?
Yes, I do. Okay, let's talk statistics here. I would say, okay, 3 out of 1,000 attempts is a pretty good pull-out game.
Okay.
That's all.
Okay.
Your Honor, I would just like to let you know that that's
Nope, not your turn.
that's 0.3%.
I'll allow it.
Okay. All right. You, sir. 3 out of 1,000. You say.
Mm-hmm.
3 out of 1,000.
Yep. Nice round number.
Are you sure it was 1,000, sir?
Could be more.
Could be more.
Could be more.
Who is to say all those other times that your wife was not pregnant whenever you were doing said pulling out? Why would it matter, Your Honor? She can't get pregnant twice.
One more time, I'm gonna put you in cuffs.
Prosecution has never heard of twins, Your Honor.
Your Honor, I would like to move that he proves that he has twins. And if he does prove that he has twins, then I recall back to Mr. Danielson over here saying that he had no children at all.
To his knowledge.
And he has already admitted that he has 3 children, and his age being 21, he has 0 pull-out game.
Objection, Your Honor. I'm about to be 23.
That was uncalled for. The
Is that all?
prosecution does.
Events?
Nope, that's all.
Y'all should be playing cards.
For now.
You know.
Would you like to make any closing statements?
I would like to add one last piece of evidence, Your Honor.
Okay.
Journalist, you gonna put anything up today?
Oh. Go ahead.
Mr. Danielson,
Yes.
have you at any point in time recall seeing Mr. Tommy over here with his 3 children?
With the 3 children, no, but I have seen the 3 children.
He
Don't do
has
that
seen the
disrespect.
3 children, Your Honor. He has seen the 3 children.
Unmistakably his.
And he has seen them before Tommy was the age of 21. Were they not?
I do not recollect that.
Please answer the question.
Hand on the Bible.
Do not recollect that.
But what I can say, with permission from the court, is if you would like to pull out Mr. Thomas's tax returns, you will see that he gets more back in taxes than all of us in the court combined. Why? An ungodly amount of children for his age.
No objection.
Them facts right there. Them facts.
You make a valid point. Do you have anything to say?
Oh, shit.
Thank you, bailiff.
Just doing my job, Judge. Just doing my job.
Apologize, Judge. I've just been on the stand for so long. I have to find somewhere to go. Thank you.
Okay. Does anyone else have anything to add to this case?
This must be like a public case. There's no news on it.
I had more evidence, Your Honor, but...
There's absolutely no news on it.
Prosecution.
All right.
Prosecution rest.
Closing statement, please.
Journalist is watching a movie.
I'm throwing shit.
Supposed to be making news stories.
Closing statements.
Your Honor, I'd just like to recall back to the very beginning of the call, whenever Mr. Tommy across from me here said at one point in time that he did not have any children. Later on, admitting his lies, stating that he did have 3 children, 3 out of 1,000, which just basically tells us that he's a liar from the very beginning. We know that he has a weak pull-out game. I have nothing more for you, Your Honor. Nothing.
Thank you. Defense? Closing statements?
Nothing to say.
Okay.
God.
Other than,
Jury.
you know, that was a lie, because I never said I didn't have kids.
What is your decision?
Guilty.
That's right. That's right.
Off him.
That's right.
The only juror.
Oh,
Tommy, you're terrible at this.
That's right. That's right.
I've been cuffed for having too many kids.
No, you've been cuffed for having a weak pullout game.
Yeah.
Same thing.
There's a difference.
All right. We got any other beef to squash?
Oh my God.
Oh, I get to be a blamer.
Ooh. I'm taking journalist.
I'm heading in the opposite direction of where the puck's going.
Oh.
Tommy, you want it? Or you want me to take it?
Who's getting it?
No, get up there, Jordan. You
Where-
got the hell.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Oh, that's just.
Okay, that's fine. I was gonna say we don't really need a witness, but that'll work.
No, we might need a witness for this one.
Tommy.
The
He's a
jury.
jerk.
All right,
ready
chat, lock in. This one's fitting to get rough.
Yeah, I did. Y'all ain't heard these 3 argue yet.
Danny about to go for
Tommy,
the
ready up.
jugular.
Who's
Who's not ready?
already? I'm up.
Hey, can you give me like 2 minutes before we start?
Oh,
Okay.
You gotta go tell your boyfriend that he's about to be outed.
No.
Okay.
I would never say that. I
I'm
need.
also gonna go use the restroom.
All right, chat. We'll be back in a second.
Oh shit, Chris.
What?
It's you in Japan. What? Fucking yoked out god.
That's me. I think they did pretty good on it.
Yeah, that looks fucking sick.
But the transition's pretty cool too.
I don't understand the joint, but
What up, Ricky?
He's like, why is he smoking? He's like, should have a
You right, you right.
I'm just going with
You
it.
are guilty.
I was like, that's sick. Why is he smoking a doobie?
It's finna get rough. They finna be some heated arguments in here. I know Danny.
When y'all said we need one more to be the bailiff, I was almost fucking smacking the back of your chair. Give me a second. And then Tristan was gone for like 10 minutes. And I was like,
it's a
you want what? Oh, to be a bailiff? Because I'm gonna fucking
weird,
everything.
stupid game.
Bro, did you see what I was putting in chat about Tommy's pullout game?
Yeah.
The demons coming at him about being a bad dad. I was like, he doesn't. This kid's health insurance. That was pretty up there.
Ricky, I might need some help with this.
All right, Ricky,
He's not wrong though, dude. The health insurance at Firestone, shit's expensive.
need you to understand what's going to happen here. All right, need you to understand what kind of person you have followed on Twitch.
Oh, fuck that.
Yeah.
Yo, Ricky. What up, Ricky? Back. Gucci.
Yeah.
Here.
All right, let me roll my transition. Chat, we back.
Lock in. We're gonna need every one of us for this one. I might need to take my hoodie off.
Tori, ready up.
Take a shower after this trial.
All right, Dean.
All right. All right.
I'm glad we can sit down and have a fair, honest trial.
Stop that.
I knew Dean was gonna be locked in.
I will have order in my court.
Can you see my notes?
What?
Can you see my notes?
Stressed intern and sad clown.
That's how it is.
Okay.
I don't know what that means.
Oh, that's funny. All right, all right.
Case open and shut, Your Honor.
All right. So, what do y'all have? I would like to open this up by saying the prosecution has accused the defendant of being a habitual flake. If you do not know what that is, please look it up on your respective cell phones while we continue this case, and then you can pay attention then. Until then, I suggest that you give us the ability to go through with this case easy and simply without any nonsense. Is that all? Is that all understood?
That is understood, Your Honor.
All right, all right, all right. Now, how the fuck do I give y'all the opportunity to present evidence?
Use your scroll
Yes, sir.
thing.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I would like to present evidence, Your Honor.
Okay. So I just need to press this little red button right now.
You have to use your scroll.
Yes.
Scroll to the right thing.
Okay.
Oh, that's the witness.
Okay. 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 Now it's giving me. All right. What have I done here? Oh.
Is this
Oh,
your
shit.
first time, Judge?
I did. Shut your mouth. All right. How do you, okay. Yeah, I would, like to give you, the prosecution evidences. Fucking, how do you, who did that?
Possibly evades trial.
For the love of God, someone tell me how to do it.
Use your scroller.
I've been using the fucking scroller.
It tells you on the screen.
Oh, not that one.
To the left. It'll tell you.
No, to the right. To the right. You gotta look at the hammer. It changes the logo on the hammer.
No, it'll tell you on the screen what you can do.
Oh yeah,
You
when,
don't have
when
to
you
just
change
look
your
at the
scroll.
hammer. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so that's guilty. Okay, bring called witnesses. Okay, got it. And allow lawyers to present. Okay, y'all can present evidence. Go ahead. Yes, sir, Mr. Danielson.
I would like to be able to present evidence, Your Honor. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, I understand that.
First piece of evidence I have is an invitation
Wow.
card where the defense has clearly RSVP'd to join in on an event, and guess what, Your Honor? Never showed. Never showed.
Never showed. Never
I have the
showed.
guest list right here, Your Honor. His name is not crossed off because he did not show.
Okay. Would you like to call the witness for this?
I don't think my witness was at the event, Your Honor.
Okay. 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 All right. Defendant, do you have any witnesses to this event? Do you have anything to? Would you like to add any piece of evidence?
I would like to call my witness.
Okay. All righty. Okay. All right. All right.
Your Honor, as you'll see, sad clown here.
I'm so sorry.
Sad clown, let me ask you, do you know what it's like to have a family?
Yeah.
So, when you have a family, is it true sometimes you must make sacrifices for things that you want to do?
Pretty much, yeah.
So, see, sometimes there are certain situations where you have no choice. You have to take the family into consideration. I would also like to say that multiple times, uh, if I could present some evidence, Your Honor,
Yes, absolutely. Hang on.
that multiple times there have been many opportunities to speak up and say, hey, I'm not certain about this, or I'm not so sure this will work out, and I have a message left on red. Witness, do you know what that's like to be left on red?
Okay. Oh, hang on. Being brought something. Oh, my goodness.
I think our journalist has been paid off.
Uh, Mr. Mr. Jordy, what do you have to say about this?
The breaking news, is that what you're asking about, Your Honor?
I apologize, but
yes,
your
sir,
bailiff is abusing me.
The
Bailiff,
break.
calm it down over there.
Have you not ever seen, Your Honor?
At the bailiff.
You as a judge, have you not ever had false accusations made against you? I know, think back to law school when you were competing with your fellow students. How many times did they try to put you under in a situation? And you have a prosecutor over here with a subpar case and a journalist that refuses to take this court case seriously, a court case that you are leading, Your Honor. Writing vulgarity in the news.
Objection. Conspiracy.
Well, I would just like to say that at this time I won't consider that vulgarity because it was a quote made inside of the paper. Whenever someone is being quoted, it cannot be considered vulgarity. So, all right. Yes, sir, Mr.
I would like to speak with the witness, please.
Okay, all right. You may cross-examine.
Mr. Sad Clown, Mrs. Sad Clown, I don't know which. They, them, Sad Clown.
That works.
Would it be wise to not RSVP to an event you are not sure that you could attend?
I mean,
For
makes
instance,
sense.
for instance, Mr. Clown, if there was a birthday party you needed to attend to, but it was a possibility that you could not, would you promise to be there?
No.
Objection, Your Honor.
I rest my case, Your Honor. I rest my case.
You're gonna object to your own witness?
Object to his claim.
Okay, all right.
Jordy, I have evidence.
Well, there's no need for us to speak to each other, okay? I'm talking to the judge.
Okay, all right.
All right.
May I present some more evidence, Your Honor? I have a literal filing cabinet full of these things.
Oh.
I've only had 2 days to prepare, just for
Only 2 days. How unprepared can you be? Act like you don't even
I
take
didn't
this
need
job
more
serious.
than that to fill up a
Order
filing cabinet.
in my court! We will not be arguing. You present your cases as such. We'll go from there. There will be no argument back and forth. That's why we have the justice system.
An argument.
Shut your ass up.
Thank you, Judge.
All right. And that is wild.
Yes.
Okay. Anyways. Yes, sir, Mr. Danielson.
May I present another piece of evidence, Your Honor?
Absolutely. We will have none of that. Bailiff, keep him in line.
As you can see, Your Honor,
Who was it?
I have just presented a broken
Gentleman to your
contract.
right. Okay.
This
All right.
contract clearly states that on multiple events, we have had a certain friend who used to serve our country and keep us free. And he would only come home once a year, Your Honor, once a year.
Once a year.
And we would have friends get together, and hang out and welcome him home for his short stay before he was shipped back off to do God's work for this country. And do you know the only person in this courtroom who has ever flaked on such a situation, Your Honor, would be the defendant.
Lies.
Was that an
Lies.
objection, or is
That
that
is
just
an
an outrage?
that is an objection. That is a lie.
Okay.
There's no lies in contracts, Your Honor. This is a contract that has been written and signed by all parties.
Yeah, I see that.
There is a lie because we all agreed to this, but there was one other person who was absent because they had other matters to attend to, and that was you, Judge. So I think we can all understand that when certain things come up, certain times you just can't make it happen as much as you would like to make it happen. However, when the opportunity presents itself, I would like to say, both to you, Judge, and to our journalist over there,
Objection, Your Honor. Objection.
where was I yesterday?
I call relevance.
Where
Your
was I
Honor,
that day
because
before
you
yesterday?
You were not part of this case. So you being used as evidence is just it's outlandish. Okay, you are the one, Slippin' Jordy, who is being
Outlandish
accused
to
as
involve
being
our
the-
judge in our world?
Outlandish to bring him in as evidence. You can't use a judge as evidence. Your Honor, Your Honor.
Hold that one moment. Bailiff, why is our thank you.
Oh, he was abusing me.
He was a
Yeah, but it's okay now. I took care of it.
you keep it down on that.
Thank you very much,
You may
Judge.
you may continue, Mr. Danielson.
Your Honor, may I submit one more piece of evidence real fast?
None of
I
that.
just so happened to have stumbled a piece of very, very crucial evidence, and it is a broken umbrella.
He presented 82 evidences. Can I get another one?
Now this-
You may whenever the moment arises. You haven't asked to submit any.
I thought we were in rotation. He goes, then I go.
He presented evidence. You shut up. You shut up.
Your Honor, on this broken umbrella, if you would clearly look at the name tag that this umbrella was for, it has Slippin' Jordy's name.
Objection,
on it.
I've never owned an umbrella.
Michael Scherer is on this umbrella, and
Okay.
I have photo evidence.
Objection.
Not only of the
I've never owned an
being
umbrella.
broken, but also of where it was located when I found it, and I found it outside of a state testing facility. Now, the reason why I find this very, very, very questionable is because that tells me that Jordan was at a state testing facility, and I imagine that would be to take his bar exam, as we all have, to understand the law. But I question whether or not he has passed it, and I would like him to present evidence of passing the bar exam to show that he is worthy of being in this court before us today, before you today, Your Honor.
Mr. Slippin' Jordy, what do you have to say about this? Do you have any evidence?
It seems that we have straight taken a turn here to put straight accusations toward my career.
If I may further my argument,
It is
Your
my
Honor,
turn. You've been going for 30 minutes.
Hold your turn. Hold your turn. Thank you, Bailiff. Thank you.
If you'll notice, Your Honor, there have been several internet comments made by this rude, forgive the language, asshole. And he keeps bringing things up that matter nothing. You'll notice that I have a very serious loyalty card with this group of friends, and I try to take care of it very well. As I have also seen multiple occasions, Daniel will get drunk off of the worst alcohol ever and turn straight around only to knock himself unconscious. Now, do you consider that someone smart enough to be calling you out, Judge?
Objection, Your Honor. Objection.
Yes, sir. Yes,
I
sir.
was not conscious at any point in time during that event. I simply stated that I was going to go sober up. And what did I do? I sobered up by smacking my forehead on a corner of your wall.
That's true. I do recall that.
And dare I say, I came back sober as
Enough of that.
fuck.
You'll also notice, Your Honor.
That's in question. That's strike one.
You'll also notice that multiple occasions, Daniel here has showed up with an encrypted USB, and he stated in this USB that he actually spends more time playing video games with myself versus the rest of the group. So how could he accuse me of being a flake when I'm present as much or more?
Okay. I have. You have the floor. What do you have to say to this, Mr. Prosecutor?
I would simply say that just because he has shown up 3 times doesn't mean that he is not a habitual flake. Also, why are we allowing him to present evidence that is unrelated to this case, Your Honor? I don't believe that he has actually taken the bar exam. He has flaked on that as well. And that is clearly written in this disturbing email where he was not at the testing facility.
Or you receive spam emails all the time.
Okay, let me see that.
That's not spam. That is disturbing.
It's probably off of that encrypted USB that he's got.
It is pretty disturbing, I'm not gonna lie.
Hearsay, Your Honor. Hearsay.
He has an encrypted USB. You're going to believe somebody that built their own PC has an encrypted USB. He's built several PCs. He spends all of his time working with this technology, and he can't manipulate some email to me?
I apologize.
Order.
May I have the floor one more time?
Order. Now listen. I've had a lot of evidence from both sides so far. We're going to keep this cordial. We're going to keep this cordial. You do. I said 1 second. We're going to keep this cordial between everyone here. All right. And I'm going to take over all this evidence that I'm seeing so far. Now, I will say that as a man who has a PC of himself. Now, I will say this. Just because you know how to build a PC does not know that you know how to fabricate emails. Okay? Can you understand that, Mr. Slivenjoy?
No. Fabricating an email is far simpler.
Fabricating an email is much simpler.
Yes. My 13-year-old child can fabricate a message to someone.
It says that this email is from you. It's from your email address, sir.
What is that email address on there?
Screaming Jay.
That's not my email, sir.
That's not your email?
It is not.
What do you have to say?
Your Honor, you're forgetting the 24. You're forgetting the 24 after that.
That is also not my email, sir.
That is not your email anymore?
My email is and always has been screamingj26.
26.
So both of you are incorrect, meaning that email is fabricated. You can't back out of it now when you are wrong.
I apologize, Your Honor. The font on the
Must be an email from China.
Like his handwriting.
Must be an email from China.
And I will have to say it does say 26 here.
It does say 26. Now that you were wrong and he was wrong, Judge, this courtroom is out of line.
Your Honor,
You're out of line. Don't you dare. Don't you dare.
Members of the jury, let it be known that both the judge,
No.
both the judge and
No.
did not know the correct email.
My courtroom. I will have order in this courtroom.
They are ruining my reputation.
Shut your mouth. You shut your mouth.
They did not know the correct
You know what?
email.
Guilty.
You can't do that.
God damn. Order in my courtroom.
I won that case.
You didn't win shit. Oh God.
Chat knows.
I'll let someone else have the floor.
We'll get a non-biased judge in here.
Dude, do Tori and Laura.
Oh God.
Well, actually, I was about to strike the whole email from the evidence at all.
Well,
And then Jordan.
It was sent to the wrong email.
It's okay. I was about to provide stacked bank accounts as evidence.
Tori, you want to prosecute?
Yeah,
I
Tori
don't
and
know
Lauren.
that I wouldn't have anything to even bring up.
Well, just make something up.
Yeah.
All right, Lauren, you're the
Get into
defense.
some, get
It
into
might
some
be a
sins
short
stuff or
case.
something.
I'm about to say, this is gonna be terrible.
Yeah.
Chris, let me do journalist. Well, never mind.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, I want to be the journalist.
Who
Nope.
does?
I do.
You can next time.
Ready up. Dean, ready up.
I can't believe you, Dean. I won that damn case.
Jordan, you were never on the winning side.
I had that case in the bag.
In the bag.
With the email, I had it in the bag. Chat, I'm gonna take the face game down for just a second. Break. Get
Knock
into
it
this.
Knock it off. I'll run a strict courtroom here. All right, all right.
Damn. Good on you, bailiff.
No.
Bless you, Your Honor.
We had to do that.
Oh, that's great.
He said,
I love paper in my courtroom.
Oh.
Breaking news.
News already? There's not even a case yet.
Witness.
hands.
What was that for?
Stop it too.
Oh God.
Hey, yo.
Okay, okay.
Oh.
That was personal.
News made it around.
All right.
Wait, who's the witness? Oh,
I would have been a great witness for this one.
I know he wasn't even there.
You go first.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay, hang on. I've never done this before.
First time
Toby.
in court.
Okay.
I didn't see no helicopter.
Oh, good evidence. Good evidence.
What's the story behind this here evidence?
Neighbors have come forward and have heard shrieks of a possum inside.
Did you bring
her
said
house.
neighbors with you today?
Yes,
Wonderful. I would love to hear from them.
Granny.
he is my witness.
It's a granny. It's a granny.
Let's bring
I'm
these
sorry.
people to the stand.
I misgendered. I'm sorry.
That one. Granny, what do you have to say about this? Did you in fact hear the screeches?
It was late. It was a cold night. I was sleeping in my moo-moo, just waiting for Jeopardy to finish, when all of a sudden, wham! I heard banging and clanging and shrieks from the other house. It was so terrifying. It sounded like a group of squirrels being wrongly done. It was so terrible. Their poor little faces. I can see them in my mind's eye now.
We got some news here. I might have to pause you, Granny. Possum found with burns and flesh.
There were streaks of blood in the yard the next morning. My desk had smelled of decay. Like someone had taken the evidence and put it away.
That poor marsupial.
It was such a beautiful marsupial. I saw that family running around town several times. Many times when I would go and get milk and bread and other things.
Okay, that's your
Maybe some
rambling,
big
Granny.
game. I'm sorry, it happened.
Defense, do you have anything to say about this?
You monster! You're nothing but a monster! You
Hey,
suck!
hey, enough out of you right now. Who just threw that?
You would hurt an old decrepit lady.
What I do? Just throw down a card or some shit?
You gotta defend that.
Oh.
Yeah, you gotta,
So I
you gotta
just
find
get
Yeah,
the
the
to
card.
cards are
really?
evidence that you use to defend yourself.
Find a card that'll help you defend. Then you plead that case.
Okay.
It does not have to be relevant. You just have to make it relevant.
Granny looked at me weird.
We'll go with it.
Now, how does a massive black cloud have anything to do with this?
I dare say,
Oh.
is that a reference to me,
I just-
madam?
I just want to know how witness can hear when they're the next door neighbors so far.
During a thunderstorm, perhaps?
Do you,
Could
do you
be.
have a picture of your closest neighbor here?
Do you hear this, Your Honor?
Any evidence that they're far?
Oh no.
Just like her to be unprepared, just like those unprepared marsupials when they were taken away from this world.
I think these cards really go with it though.
Your Honor, I have another piece of evidence, if you would.
Good lord.
Okay, wait. Go back to your chair, Granny.
It's okay, it's better on my side, okay?
Go ahead. An open package. What does this have to do with this case?
The same neighbor, Miss Granny, over here, also seen a package that was obviously clawed open by the possum in question.
Granny? Where was this package whenever you seen it?
It was in front of the defendant's house.
And it was in fact clawed open?
It was clawed open, yes indeed. Those poor little ones
Interesting.
were trying to get out and get away.
Interesting. So it was clawed open outside though? Okay. You can sit back down. Is that all?
For now.
What do you have to say about this? Hey.
Oh,
How do I know
Oh.
that Granny didn't place the mail there?
Uno reverse.
Because why is Granny on my property?
Objection.
That's a good point. A good point. What do you have to say about that?
The Granny is obviously a concerned neighbor and was doing a wellness check.
The old lady was wellness checking the defendant here?
Yes, what are you trying to say?
box next to the workbench.
What do you have to say about that?
Using the workbench. Pretty much this
You
entire
don't have to play a
box
card every time, by the way.
next to the
Okay.
You can just argue.
most of it.
Oh.
Stop
What was so
throwing.
concerning for Granny to be over there, though?
If I may,
Did she
Your
ever,
Honor.
in fact, wellness check you?
For what, though? There's gotta be a reason.
I
Witness
can, I
has
can
what to
attest to
say.
that.
Hold on. Gotta get Granny up here, see what she says. Granny, did you, in fact, go over there for that wellness check?
I didn't even get too far from the door, but I was never planning to go in at all. I never went in. I simply was just coming over to see what the hubbub was about, and I saw tracks from marsupials leading in and out of the house, and then a clawed box, like she had ordered them just to hurt them.
Why were you trespassing?
Yes,
Why
you and
was
the
I
jury.
trespassing?
What do you have to say?
Can I question the witness, please?
Yeah, sure.
In response to the defense's question, Granny, the reason that you were on their property, is it not true that you went over there because you heard the shrieking?
Yes, that's exactly
And-
why.
And that is when you found the package, correct?
Yes, ma'am. I never touched it. I was only a few feet away. I never went into the house, and I never tried to knock on the door. I was too afraid for my own life.
I understand. No further questions.
You got anything to ask us,
Those poor
Granny?
marsupials.
It could have been a dog that ripped up the package. A stray dog. Did you see the possum?
I saw the tracks leading in and out of your house, and it looked like it was too small of a claw mark to be an animal of such large size like a dog.
Breaking news. Let's see what we got here. That's interesting news. Continue.
That's it for me.
That was a really
That-
good drawing, by the way.
That's
Very good
it?
picture.
I thought it was pretty good too. Really caught the characters.
You had anything that you would like to add?
Yes. I have.
He just looked at me.
Would
Or
anybody
Ed.
like a butterscotch?
I would.
An old suitcase was found, Your Honor. By the
Yes,
granny, of
you in the
course.
back there, my bailiff. What do you
No,
got
I
to
just
say?
want. I just.
Oh my.
Oh.
I'm pretty.
Dis-
I'm pretty
disrespectful.
gassy.
Just disrespectful.
Jesus Christ.
Honor, Your Honor, I just. He offered me a butterscotch to take care of my gassiness.
That's been a he this whole time?
Wait.
I've even
Well,
got
yes, there is-
peppermints.
No, not the granny. The other witness
Oh.
that has not yet been called to stand. The stressed intern over there.
Do we have another witness?
Gotcha. Yeah, the defense has one.
Suppressor on my shotgun.
Can I
Continue.
now? Okay, thank you.
Hint, hint.
The granny found a suitcase with claw marks of the same kind on the
Granny
package.
just fucking doing everything. Get back up here, Granny.
Nosy ass granny.
I swear to God.
Well, you wouldn't have much to do either if you were my age.
10%
Judgmental. I didn't get up here to be judged.
Granny, is it true that you found the suitcase right after you found the package with the same claw marks
It was in my garbage this time.
in your
It had
garbage?
claw
Yes.
marks on the interior with a hammer in there as well.
And would you
right
say
next
those
to the
claw
suitcase.
marks looked like an animal trying to escape the suitcase?
Of course, just like a marsupial's kind.
Well, there you have it.
Convenient that suitcases have pouches just like marsupials.
Anything you would like to ask the witness here?
Go do that.
Hey, you have no
You
room
hit
to
my
talk.
one.
I'm not sure about it. This one's full.
Granny, how old are you?
87.
Objection.
You sure you're not seeing stuff?
Answering the witness.
I've always had perfect
Overruled.
20/20 vision.
Someone said 20/20 vision. Wearing glasses, dog.
These are
With the
sunglasses.
With the glasses, make it 20/20 vision.
Bro, you look droopy. You look like you're about to pass out, dog. Your eyes are closed. Anyway. Continue.
I think the note says when we go with.
I'm just confused on what a suitcase has to do with on your property to do with mine.
Well, I didn't put the suitcase there.
Maybe you have the possums.
Ooh, the
It's just one.
turntables.
There was only one.
Pickford.
I think I'm good here.
Take your seat.
I wish I could use the band.
I have one last piece of evidence, Your Honor.
What? You got more?
Just one more.
Bam. Oh, shorty.
A whole container of coffee grounds was stolen from the granny, Your Honor.
Granny?
Presumably to
Granny.
feed the possums.
Back up here.
This is really getting hard on my back.
The last time, Granny.
Yes, the same package that we mentioned earlier that was on her front porch looks strangely like the pack of coffee that I get monthly from a subscription that I get. My dear boy sends me every single month. And that coffee, it seemed to be in the same type of box that I saw on their front porch. So I think they took the coffee to
Yeah, they
maybe
guilty.
coerce and get the marsupials
What you think?
into their home and then killed them.
Okay, okay. Any argument there?
I found Granny's lost shoe on my porch. She could have planted the box and walked off.
So you're saying she brought the package from her own house?
She could have, yes.
She could have, yes, or she did, yes. It seems as though I'm being accused of something they don't even know.
I feel like
They-
I'm being accused.
You do not
Why
have
are
the
you on
floor.
my property?
Anything anybody wants to add here? Any
I think-
defense over here?
I think the evidence speaks for itself, Your Honor.
Your Honor, if I may,
Yeah, you in the back there?
as overhearing this case, there is no possible way that this elderly 87-year-old woman could carry said box of coffee beans from her neighboring house to the porch of said defendant's house.
I don't know, brother. She did
this
say
coffee
she said
50
she
pounds?
has 20/20 vision, so she's obviously in peak shape.
That has nothing to do with my.
Nothing out of you.
You want me to cuff this witness, Your Honor?
Yep. Put her in cuffs. Take her out of here. Back to your seat.
Oh,
Anybody else got anything they want to add?
Ooh, Granny.
Defense.
Would
Prosecution.
you like me to cuff this journalist, Your Honor? Swaying the court?
Now he'll just get a timeout for now.
I've presented all the evidence.
I
Your
have been
Honor.
doing my job.
Jury, how we rule? Jury.
Guilty.
Which one is that? This one here. Guilty. No.
Oh my god.
Mistrial.
Guilty. No.
Well,
No.
Lauren, in fact, does not have the potion.
Oh, no.
Let's try. Let's try.
There's a big oops right there.
Oh, Jordan want to be a judge.
That's right.
Ooh, wait. Oh. Okay. You know what? I'll take it.
I'll let everybody else pick. Let's see what they want to do.
I'm just
Chris
random.
hasn't been on the stand yet.
All right,
Or
so
did
me
they
and
swap
Chris. I'll defend. Oh, no, I know what this is going to be about already. God.
Hey, Tommy, can I be the witness?
Oh.
Oh.
Want to switch with me, Tommy?
Sure.
I know what this is going to be already. Good
Or you better do as good a job of journalist as I did.
I'll try. I can do stick figures.
Wonder if I can get my drawing pad to work with this game. All right. So we got
Guilty.
knew it, Chris.
I haven't even said anything.
Oh.
Bailiff, do your job. There'll be no acting out in here. Okay.
Let's see what
Christopher here is accusing Danielson at shooting the floor in his roommate's new house. Mr. Defendant, how do you plead? See if we can make this quick.
I plead not guilty. Not guilty.
Not guilty. Present your case, prosecutor. Or stand there and look at me.
He was throwing paper.
Fix him. There will be no throwing paper, Mr. Witness.
I'm taking so hard to make this fucking hammer.
Are we ready to prosecute now, prosecutor? Order!
Your Honor, I have given my first piece of evidence, which is an old banknote of the brand new floor and the repairs that are needed
Okay.
in order to
Okay.
hatch said bullet hole
Okay.
in the floor, and also in banknote of a door that was purchased in the process from the shrapnel.
There was a door and a floor hit.
Yes,
So-
Your Honor.
2 shots?
One shot, Your Honor.
One shot. One shot. Okay, does take an excellent form of shooting to pull this off in one shot, hit both a door and a floor. Okay, interesting. Interesting. Defense, what do you say of this?
May I have the floor, Your Honor? Thank you. The accused accuses me of such an act during a terrible, violent epidemic where looters were looting, shooters were shooting, and I was being but a humble, unemployed roommate. You know, I was doing my best to keep the house afloat while there was an overfilled mailbox with 90% junk mail, and
I'm not sure what junk mail has to do with this, but okay.
it was the state of the house, Your Honor. State of the house.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're claiming the house was messy
Object.
beforehand.
Also,
Objections.
the few.
You can't just
that
object for
sustains it.
nothing. You can't just object for nothing. This is relevant.
Also, there was some melted wax, like as if it would be used on sealing envelopes, but I haven't seen that been done in years. So I feel as if that may have been used as a ritual of
That's
sorts, an ancient ritual. An ancient ritual that has since then gotten the prosecutor untold riches, which you can see by this golden key. And the only reason I cannot provide evidence, and this is the piece of evidence that proves it, is because there was a specter sweeper in the house, which also would have erased any signs of a bullet hole or shrapnel evidence. So, prosecutor is just making things up. He, in fact, did a ritual of ancient sorts to become rich, and something terrible must be after him for him to put the blame on me.
Mr. Prosecutor.
Your Honor, I would like to lay out some more of my evidence.
Okay, I'll take a look at it.
Example number 2.
Oh, the
Expired ketchup.
Okay.
As my friend, or used to be friend,
Wow.
He's talking.
had shut the floor. This, I can only assume, is because of the expired ketchup. The same day he had ordered
Wait your turn. Wait your
Dino
turn.
Nuggets. Dino Nuggets, Your Honor.
Okay, ketchup's a must there.
And expired ketchup.
So you're stating he was angry and in a pit of rage.
Yes, Your Honor. Blood-fueled rage just shot the floor.
Okay. Any further evidence?
And, yes, Your Honor. This, as my third piece of evidence,
So there's right in place to judge the defendant.
is a fake passport.
Jury. So go to custom ones and coming up with
So, the fake passport. I know you may be asking what this has to do with anything. Your Honor, can I have the floor, please?
Order! Bailiff, do your job.
So, I would like to bring my witness to the stand
Okay.
to help out with this fake passport.
Witness! Oh, my fault. My fault. I've got to do that.
Yes, hello?
Do you swear to tell the truth?
And nothing but the truth, Your Honor.
So help you God.
God has nothing to do with this. Anyways.
We are in a court of
Go
law.
ahead.
So,
What do you need from me?
Mr. Witness, if you could please describe the purpose of said fake passport that the defendant had whilst shooting the floor,
Oh, yes, I sold it to him.
You
and for what reason?
Objection, Your Honor.
Well, I do movie.
Objection.
Movie props
Go
and
ahead.
Things like that. He needed something that was.
What on earth does a movie producer have to do with selling me a fake passport? Please arrest this man.
I mean,
I'm getting there.
That is
I
an
could-
admittance of
I'm getting there.
guilt.
I'm getting there.
well, I didn't sell it to him for the reasons that I would have assumed he used it for, but.
A fake passport's a fake passport.
Well, no, it's meant to be movie props. I'm a movie producer. We make props and other things like that. I figured, he had essentially had a application out to join this movie that we're doing. The Bungalow is number 3. Anyways, in said movie, they go across seas, and I figured that was the reason for the passport. It's very convincing. It can be put on screen, but.
Objection, hearsay, Your Honor.
Does the passport state on it that it is for movie use only?
Up underneath, yes, much farther up underneath. But unless you were looking for it, you probably wouldn't find it.
I find that to be very risky,
Objection, Your
sir.
Honor. That would then make it a movie prop, not a fake passport, Your Honor.
Your
Now,
Honor,
what
Your
he
Honor,
did with
if
it
I may.
afterwards, I don't know. But
The fake passport in question, or said movie prop, however you would like to picture it, was then used to purchase said gun that the defendant had no business having
Okay.
from a different country because it's not legalized.
Oh, the weapon you're speaking of is not legal.
Can I get you to state what kind of weapon that is?
It is a fully semi-auto.
I've heard of those.
It's a fully semi-auto rifle.
Was it
Mainly
one of
seen,
those AR rifles?
Yes, Your Honor. Yes,
One
it
of
was.
those assault rifles. Okay.
Yes, Your Honor.
Any further questions for your witness? Wait your turn.
Oh, dog.
No further questions, Your Honor, but I do have more evidence that I've just laid down on the table.
A plastic spider?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
Same instance. Your Honor, I am deathly terrified of spiders. And in such the rage that he was in, claimed said plastic spider was a real spider.
Interesting.
And
Objection,
he
hearsay.
also claims this is the reason to shoot the floor.
Okay.
Objection, speculation, Your Honor. Speculation.
Okay. Defense?
Thank you.
First off, do you have any questions for this witness?
I do. I do have some questions for that witness, but that can wait till a little bit later. First off, expired ketchup has nothing to do with me, sir. I do not eat ketchup. And as for the Dino Nuggies that I have ordered those Dino Nuggies at the request of the accuser, because that is his favorite midday snack.
Objection, Your Honor.
And
Go ahead.
I do not eat Dino Nuggies.
Do you have evidence
Chick-fil-A
that these
or nothing
belong
else.
to...
hearsay, Your Honor.
yours is
Chick-fil-A was not
hearsay
open.
too.
Chick-fil-A was not open during
They
the
both
epidemic.
seem to be hearsay. Strike this from the reports.
Your Honor, Chick-fil-A was not open during the epidemic. There's no way that he could possibly have gotten his Chick-fil-A. Therefore, he settled for the Dino Nuggies that I ordered.
Objection, Your Honor. This is all a false lie.
It
It's
seems
all
that we've
lies.
gotten a bit off track on the ketchup. Let's let the ketchup.
Next piece of evidence. The fake passport. The fake passport was obtained through a third channel party not related to the movie producer, and that was because I was cosplaying as The Rock, Dwayne Johnson. Yes, Your Honor, because I needed to make an income of some sort. So I started an OnlyFans of cosplaying as famous actors.
Okay.
We also
That
do movie props
passport
and stuff.
Um,
so-
also
witness,
had
witness,
tied Dwayne the Rock Johnson's.
witness. You said you sold this passport to the defendant here.
Yes.
Do you have receipts for that?
Yes, I do.
Can you present them?
Your Honor, if I
Yes.
may, it is included in the first piece of evidence in the old banknote.
Okay. Interesting.
Your Honor, if any of this was true, then the weapon in question would be in Dwayne the Rock Johnson's name, therefore freeing me of any guilt in the first place. But it is not. The weapon in question does not actually exist.
Your Honor, if I may, I have one last piece of evidence.
Wait your turn, just like I did.
Give him 1 second to finish up here.
As for his last outlandish claim that I was trying to shoot a plastic spider to defend my roommate, I have never once.
Forgive
harmed
me,
this spider.
forgive me, defendant. I don't know that he was stating you were defending him. I think he was stating that you were sabotaging him, proving that you hated him in such a way that you shot his own home and then placed a plastic spider to scare him.
Your Honor, this
That's
may be
correct,
just
Your Honor.
speculation. I will recognize
What's
that,
up, Lynn?
but it is the most likely scenario that your accuser in this courtroom actually shot his own floor and paid for the repairs himself with said banknote after trying to take care of such a nuisance of a spider before realizing it was just a fake plastic spider, then looking very stupid and blaming the whole situation on me. Now he is trying to recover the cost of his mistakes by suing me.
Okay.
And
You-
I do not want to win this court case. I simply want a mistrial.
Okay. Any questions for the witness? Or would you
Also,
like
may
to call
I
your
call my
own?
witness up to stand?
Absolutely.
Homeless man, do you recall what time in the cul-de-sac of Christopher's house a gunshot may or may not have been heard?
That is smelly. I like that. I recall a shot at some point in time. I don't remember when it was.
Was it daylight or nighttime, sir?
Yeah, I appreciate you, Lemmy.
It was daylight, I believe.
It was daylight for sure. Which then puts your accuser on the scene because he works night shift.
Were you there?
That is true. I would
This-
see him coming home back and forth, and he does work at nights at the time.
Now,
So-
now, witness, have you ever once seen this illegal, fully semi-automatic AR-style weapon being carried in or out of the house by yours truly?
I don't recall.
Absolutely not. You know what weapon you did see me carry in and out of the house?
Like a pistol.
A pistol, yes, correct. That is correct. I did have a pistol, but there was also a very large weapon. It was a bolt-action rifle, Your Honor. A bolt-action rifle. The only AR that could have produced such catastrophic damage to this house as to produce shrapnel to take out a door as well would be a caliber such as a 50 Beowulf. A small 223, which is the most popular caliber for the AR-15, could not reap so much havoc. Also, just so happens, the accuser owns a 50 Beowulf AR-style weapon.
Objection, Your Honor. I was not on the premises at the time of the shot. As stated by witness, I was at night shift work and was not at home.
Witness says he heard the gunshot during the daytime, sir.
Your Honor, if I may present my last piece of evidence.
First, do you have any questions for the defense witness?
I do not.
You may present your evidence.
My last piece of evidence. A matchbox, Your Honor. This was found on the scene with the one match broken from trying to be lit, where said defendant was trying to cover up the evidence by removing the whole location.
Wait your turn. Hold on. So
there's
you're
only-
stating he was trying to commit arson by completely burning your house down after realizing the mistake he had made.
Yes, Your Honor.
Objection, Your Honor. Speculation.
Objection heard, I suppose.
That's all I have, Your Honor.
Now, if I may speak one more time. Given the last piece of evidence, I feel like it is wise of the state to go after Mr. Christopher here, only because of an insurance fraud. After admitting there was a broken matchbox and a broken match at the attempted arson of the site, I believe it is possible that after causing such damage to his own household, he may have wanted to reap the benefits of an insurance claim on a newly purchased house.
Prosecute.
Objection, Your Honor. At this time of the incident, I was 2 to 3 years in the location, so this house is not new. It was built in 2005. It is by far old, and the floor was brand new.
Hold up,
The door
hold
was
up,
in good
hold up,
shape.
hold up. Bailiff, you are useless. You have not kept control of this courtroom
There
at
are
all.
handcuffs right now,
Do
brother.
something.
Right.
Jesus Christ.
Look at him.
They have been throwing shit the entire time. Get control of your courtroom or you will be retired.
Handcuffs, bitch.
Go ahead. Go ahead, bailiff. Go ahead.
You just wait till this trial's over.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought. That's what I thought.
Your Honor, there is no possible way that you can that you can consider 2 to 3 years into a 30-year mortgage not brand new. A 3-year-old child is still a baby. A 30-year-old is a man.
Well, a 3-year-old's a toddler, not a baby, not an infant. However, any further evidence or witness by either party? All
No,
right.
Your Honor, we're good here.
Jury, how do you feel?
I feel like attorney man's innocent.
You feel that Daniel did not shoot the floor,
Nope.
which would in turn mean that Christopher there would be shooting his own floor, committing fraud.
Objection, Your Honor.
Exactly.
So there would be
The jury has clearly been paid out before this whole case.
There is no more defense here.
And clearly, the bailiff and the jury are on the same page. And this whole thing
It
is
seems to
rigged.
be the bailiff has been quite out of order this entire time. Journalist,
Yeah.
I would like your
Mistrial,
input.
Your Honor. Mistrial, please.
I agree with the juror.
All right. Well,
Attorney is innocent.
it seems as though the jury has decided
That everyone's an idiot.
not guilty.
Idiot.
Wow. Wow.
Take that, Chris.
Yeah. Our new Tory was gonna go against me. See, it was rigged the whole time,
I'm
chat.
gonna go judge on this one after I use the bathroom.
It was rigged the whole time, shit. You can't trust none of them.
But Dean, yeah, there you go.
Oh God.
You want to swap,
Never
Dean, or
shot
you want to stay
before,
there?
Chris.
Wait, why do you
Yeah, I'll
want it?
shot my own floor.
I just figured it would be good to go head to head.
Okay, fair enough. Fair
You
enough,
want
fair enough.
prosecute or
Yes.
defense? Because I've done prosecutor
the
before.
cards would have been better.
No, you were defense last time, so
Was that okay?
I'm calling it now. I'm calling it now. I'm not winning.
There is a card for
Everybody
empty
hates
bullet
me.
casing.
Let me go grab a drink.
I don't hate you.
Is that what is it the DLCs? Are those for like more cards and stuff?
Maybe. I don't know. I'll look into them after this because this is strangely kind of fun.
It is fun.
It's not
Need to
bad.
make a script.
Need to make a script.
How are y'all doing? How are y'all doing like the flipping off?
1 through 9, or
E?
yeah, 1 through 0, 1 through 0.
Okay, wait. Y'all told me two different things.
It's
One through
it's
zero.
the
The
numbers.
numbers.
Same thing.
Okay.
Oh, I was pressing E and selecting.
Oh,
These stock ladies
Oh no,
are
the number 6 you can flip
ugly.
off.
I need to work on my attire here.
Oh yeah, me too. Yeah.
undefeated.
Bullshit. Objection.
Lauren, just so you know, I absolutely did shoot Chris's floor.
Yep. Now I'm gonna. Now he's free to go to shoot other people's floors. Oh, that's funny. All right, Chad. I'll go get some water. I'll be back in a second.
All right, Lauren, if you're going to be my bailiff, I need you to handle the business.
I got you.
Jordan was saying Tommy wasn't doing his job last time, but I was in handcuffs like 15 times.
Y'all were out of control. Unhinged.
Couldn't let Chris win.
He also. I saw y'all all immediately go rogue.
I thought for sure I was losing that one. Thought for sure.
Well, as soon as he asked Tori, I knew I lost.
I was trying to get anything else I could, and then I thought, well, Dean's gonna play his witness from both sides. And Tommy was just so incapable of keeping the courtroom in order.
Talking about me?
Yeah, talking about you.
Brother, I was trying my best.
I couldn't even think with the amount of paper balls going left and right.
You telling me, dog? I kept fucking. I put them in handcuffs, and I bonked them. I turned them into chickens, dog. They just didn't stop.
I turned them into chickens.
All right, Chad. We're
I
back.
haven't cooked one of them up. I'm eating them right now.
And Lumia, if you're still here, I appreciate you. Nicest message I've gotten so far. I appreciate you.
All right. Everybody ready?
Yep.
Yeah.
Guilty.
I'll do it.
What in the is that judge?
Oh, wow.
That's a goddamn pterodactyl.
Pterodactyl.
Everybody calm down in the courtroom of Judge Butterface.
Apologies, Your Honor.
All right. I said rise. All right. In the case of Jordy versus Gambino, let's start this court off with everyone will behave themselves, or else Bailiff Lauren will turn you all into ducks for the remainder of the trial. All right, prosecutor, state your case.
Well, Your Honor, the instance begins, if I could take you back a few short years when we were in our younger days. And it seems as though every opportunity that was presented in front of us for Dean to fall unconscious near anyone else, he chose to inhale so aggressively that the literal fabric of space was ripped from in front of us. I would like to present some evidence that I myself have a slipper with holes in it from such occasion because the atoms were ripped from the fabric of space themselves.
Is this one of those space slippers?
Objection, Your Honor. He is not a scientist. He is a lawyer. How would he know that?
Sustained.
I would also like to state that I have a complete roll of worn out duct tape strictly from the time that I lived with Dean to try and hold down all of my belongings when he started to inhale such violent inhales when he was asleep. You may proceed, Your Honor.
Okay.
I was trying to
All right,
draw there.
Defendant, what say ye?
Well, Your Honor, I'd like to first say that the defendant over here is a very light sleeper, number one. Number two, I would also like to say that I have two other pieces of evidence, if I may. The first one being a dark web purchase. I came across this shortly after Mr. Jordan had been living with me and noticed that he had been buying sound machines off the dark web, only to imitate such large, gargantuan beasts that he speaks of. And also, Your Honor, with these dark web purchases, I also came across a disposable 3312 cell phone as well. Now, if you know anything about these cell phones,
Objection, Your Honor.
That's
not relevant to this case.
It's very relevant, Your Honor. Let me tell you why. Not only with the dark web purchases that he had made, getting these sound makers and noise makers off the dark web, but also having a disposable cell phone. Would that not mean that I would be inclined to presume that he was probably in some shady business, and what was really keeping him up at night wasn't my snoring, but his sound machines and.
Hold up! What, did you copy my outfit?
You copied my outfit. Now, listen. With that being said, I don't think my noises, my snoring, I think I snore just as much as the next person, but who does snore. But I don't think it's to the degree that he would say it is. I think it was through these evil doings that was actually keeping him up at night.
Only thing I will say in spite of that is this case is about you snoring so loud you're referred to as the beast.
Yes.
I don't see what relevance Jordy's purchases on the dark web, other than the machine, has to do with this case.
Well, it has everything to do with the case.
What does the cell phone
he's
have
the only
to do
one who
with
he's
the
the
case?
only one who has said that he's heard me sleep this way.
So-
he has
So
he has
what,
no other
what role
person.
does a cell phone play?
I assume that whenever he would wake up in the middle of the night, he would hear me snoring. Maybe not snoring so loudly I would be considered the beast, but he would hear me snoring and put blame on me because he was in a cold sweat in the middle of the night. That's what I think it has to do with. I
And
think
was this
he's in-
recorded on some dark web cell phone? What does a cell phone have to do with this?
Well, that's essentially what the cell phone is about. The cell phone, it's a shifty, shady cell phone. It's an untraceable cell phone, just like the dark web is untraceable.
Damn, that's Republican.
What say you, Jordy?
I would like to call a witness to the stand.
Okay.
Homeless man. Is it true that you have at times chosen to sleep near or around Gambino's house?
Yes, that is true.
Okay. And in those times that you have slept near or around Gambino's house, is it true that you heard a noise so loud that the windows were shaking of his home?
Objection, Your Honor, leading the witness.
It's my witness.
Yeah,
Yes,
you're leading
overruled.
her into
Overruled.
what you want her to say. What do you mean? Oh my God! If y'all knew what that fucking.
And homeless man. While you were sleeping there, is it true that you no longer sleep there due to the damage that it has done to your ears and your sanity?
Yes, that is true.
Thank you.
Objection, Your Honor. There's nothing that says in any kind of medical records that is a true statement. That could just be hearsay.
Well, I'm
Do you
homeless.
do you have the witness's medical records?
No, does he?
No, I'm homeless.
Exactly. My point. So to say that she would have had this happen at that given time, Your Honor. Who's to say that she didn't already have damage to her hearing? That she didn't already have, problems sleeping and couldn't
Witness.
sleep there? Who's to say?
You'll also note, Your Honor, that that cell phone that I had was because of my cell phone being broken due to the loud snoring damaging the internals of the phone itself, hurting it so it could not get me a GPS signal. I had to buy a special phone just to be able to withstand the vibrations of the extreme snoring.
Now the phone has relevance to the case. Witness.
Okay, I thought it already had relevance before. But.
Witness. I'm in front of you, witness.
I'm getting hit. Yes.
Bailiff, please do your fucking job. Why would you stun the? I'm trying to talk to the. Okay. Witness. Why did you choose to stop sleeping in your normal area?
It was no longer comfortable to sleep there
Why?
because of the noise.
What noise?
It sounded like snores.
Snores of what?
I kind of thought it was Bigfoot, like in the woods. That's why I decided to go somewhere else. I didn't want to get ate.
Objection, Your Honor. Speculative.
I would also like to present,
I
Your
find
Honor,
relevance.
I have a chipped mug that I drink coffee out of every morning the entire time through college myself. And this mug can't be used anymore because the snores were so loud that it vibrated the mug off of the counter, causing it to crack. I believe, Your Honor, this is an
Your
open
Honor,
and
I
shut
have two
case.
pieces of evidence I would like to submit to the court.
Oh, would you like to forfeit your turn, Jordan?
I believe I have stated my case.
Okay.
Your Honor, the first thing I would like to add to the court is these leaked DMs. Okay. Now, whenever he's talking about this, it was years ago. Now, Your Honor, he's making faces at me. Thank you. I would just like to say that that these leaked DMs are, but from a few years ago. But whenever he brought this case about, it was between him and the homeless man. He actually had inside the DM.
Please, sir. Please use proper grammage. It was he and the homeless man.
Some of us have been to college.
He sent DMs to the homeless man stating that if he would be a witness in this courtroom today,
Objection, Your
he
Honor.
would give him money and food and a place to stay.
Objection what?
Objection. He has no proof of this, and
It's in the leaked
it does not matter who I was friends with, when, and where before
But
this
these
case
leaked
became
DMs
relevant.
do, in fact, state some business between you and the old man about the defendant.
Leaked DMs from what, Your Honor? My cell phone's broken.
I would also like to present another piece of evidence, Your Honor, if I may, that also pertains to that same exact instance.
Go ahead.
I cannot, Your Honor.
You cannot go ahead.
I cannot submit the evidence.
Did you hit the bell?
Okay, there we go. And so, with this being said as well, I found this access badge that this lawyer across from me actually gave to the homeless man during that particular time. I have pictures and evidence of him handing the access badge over to the homeless man and giving him access to all of his
Objection. He has no
inside of his
pictures.
law firm.
Witness, do you recognize this access badge? Speak the truth and nothing but the truth.
No.
You are willing to go to hell over a lie in this situation.
Yes.
I don't have a hammer at the moment.
Invalid.
Thank you. Thank you.
No, your evidence is invalid, sir.
How is it invalid? It has her fingerprints on it. I have pictures of it.
Do you have evidence that it is her fingerprints?
Yes. In this search history right here.
Objection. Objection.
Objection what?
He does not have fingerprints. He has search history from a previous web browser that I have.
Let's hear the case.
We've all been children before. We've all been teenagers before.
Thank you, Your Honor. And I would like to, along with that, tell you a little bit more about this search history. This is search history for Mr. Slippin' Jordy across from me, stating that how to fabricate evidence. This is from his specific search history from a couple of years ago. Whenever he was going to give the witness of his the money, the food, and the amenities from his law firm and himself, he was looking up ways to try to figure out how to do one over on me, sir. To fabricate all of this evidence.
Is that all?
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, I would love to know when this case went from Gambino snoring so loud that it literally is what caused Thanos to come back and take the Infinity Stones. When we went from speaking of the case properly to now discussing some search history that I may have had when I was younger. I don't understand how that's relevant. I also don't understand how it's relevant of what cell phone I had or who I was friends with. We're here today to discuss that Gambino snores so loud we had to build a courtroom in outer space because Earth itself has been destroyed due to this intense noise.
Because you think
I had to wait.
Order. Jordy, if you have a problem with the relevancy of the evidence to the case, you should object with relevancy. Thank you. So, are there any other witnesses anybody would like to bring to the stand?
Yes, I would like to call my witness to the stand, please. Mr. Clown.
Yes.
I think not too long ago, a couple of years ago, you had performed a session for the prosecutor over here at his house, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, and you did this for Mr. Jordy's child, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Did you not overhear, and do you not under oath during your statement tell me that he was talking to his wife about this plan to prosecute me
Objection, Your Honor.
with these
Objection. I was not married at the time of this incident.
Objection what?
That statement must be false. His facts are twisted. He's just spouting information, just as he was earlier about some cell phone I used to have.
No, the cell phone's yours. It's been proven that it's yours.
You did admit to having the cell phone.
I do have the cell phone. It's irrelevant to this case, just as he's twisting these facts. As he stated, I was married. I was not married at this time.
Some threads between this case and the cell phone.
I see why you wear that bag over your head. I'd be too.
Carry on.
See, he carries a vindictive attitude, Your Honor.
Let's keep it case related.
Okay. Now, in this, during this time, whenever he was with his girlfriend or wife, whoever it may have been.
Now the story
His
changes.
significant other. Well, she's your wife now, regardless. But during that particular time, he had stated and was talking to his wife / girlfriend at the time that they were planning on getting me put under the jail for this quote unquote obnoxious snoring.
No, that is not true. I don't know who he was talking to.
What?
Okay. Let's carry on.
Interesting, sad clown.
Lock me up, Your Honor. This witness has been paid off by the prosecutor.
I don't know who he was talking to.
Why would the clown know who his employer is married or dating?
Mm-hmm. Because they're the ones who booked the appointment for him to come over for their son.
Do you
Well,
have the contract of employment between you and the prosecutor with her name on it?
We've already submitted that as evidence, sir.
Where?
I don't see that in the evidence. I didn't get that.
Whenever you
purchase 3312 cell phone.
Not those evidence, not those. Whenever you have a witness, you submit everything that they're talking about as a witness statement.
I don't have any evidence in front of me.
Okay.
Doesn't even know how to present law.
You can send me to jail, Your Honor.
I'll leave it to the juror.
So, Your Honor, members of the court, I have carefully reviewed the arguments, the evidence, including Exhibit C, and the emotional testimony of that traumatized homeless person. And I must declare, with the weight of justice on my soul, that the defendant is guilty.
I'm gonna be honest, Dean. I thought you had me.
I got backstabbed by my own fucking witness.
I thought you had me, Dean. I'm gonna be
You
real.
were supposed to keep questioning me.
I literally made your whole case for you earlier, Tori, to win, and you fucked me in the end.
You were not supposed to quit the questions.
Welcome
You're
to the
supposed get more
group, Dean.
specific.
You screwed me. You screwed me. You know what you were doing for your husband. You know what you did. Bullshit.
All right, Lauren,
I told you. I told you I was already at a loss. I can't win. You all fucking hate me.
Dean,
Fuck
Dean,
this game.
Dean, go prosecutor.
Fuck y'all.
For the love of God, Dean, please go prosecutor. Please, I need you back on the case.
That generational crash out gotta be a clip right there.
Please be the prosecutor, Dean. Please be the prosecutor.
I'm doing nothing wrong. That's what I'm doing. Fuck y'all. Y'all have it.
Please be the prosecutor, Dean.
No, I don't want it.
Dean, you gave up.
Do it.
I gave up because you fucked me.
No,
You literally fucked the whole case. You're my witness, and you were just like, oh well, no, that's not what happened.
No, I had a plan in my head, and you didn't go along with it because you were
I am the
keep
one with the
questioning.
plan. I am the defense. You are the witness. You go off of what I say.
I tried.
Oh God.
I had him on the ropes. I was this close to convincing everybody.
Oh God.
So hear me out here. Do we start doing, instead of a journalist and a bailiff, do we do 3 jurors so it's got
I
more?
think that would be good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, the journalist is kind of funny, but
yeah, it is.
We could do, or
But it
2.
would help. It would help to at least have 2 jurors.
Yeah, you
I
could
would
do
rather
2
have-
jurors.
I would rather have another person be added to the group to be a journalist, and
Yeah.
then have 3 jurors.
Okay. Okay, I'm doing it.
You're not going to prosecute or defend?
I don't know.
All
What do
right,
y'all
guess it's
want
me
to
and
do?
you, Lauren. You're gonna defend.
Bold.
Well, I mean, I'm
Bold.
not going up against Danny.
Oh,
I think it should be pocket versus Jordan, but this should be good too.
I needed to repair the workbench.
Dean, ready up.
So I can't do this.
Chat, how y'all doing? Y'all good? Everybody good tonight?
Dean, I need you and Tommy on the stand.
Absolutely not.
Pick it up and put it down.
Run it.
Doesn't have to be this game, but I need you on him on the stand at some point.
You know you mad at me?
I am not mad at you.
Okay.
Ready up, dude.
He's mad with you.
What do we?
She said, I have anxiety.
I had to check it.
She said, I have anxiety.
No.
Oh.
Damn, that's crazy. She didn't even ask me earlier. That's crazy.
Oh my god. You're actually right. I didn't.
It's fucked up, Tori.
I'm sorry, Chris.
I'm gonna go pee while y'all figure this out.
It's alright. It's expected.
Chris, are you mad at me?
No, moments passed. It's too late to ask.
Oh my god.
So you are mad at me.
Stop it.
Got it. What is that?
What the
Okay.
fuck?
Okay.
Dude.
Oh, she said, dude.
Okay, girl.
As she,
Guilty.
Lauren's it ended now.
You're
I
done.
mean, let's be real. I feel like I made a pretty compelling case, except for the fact that Chris made a case against Danny that actually fucking happened, and we sent him to prison.
Chris, I'm sorry.
If anything, the judge is guilty.
Dean is an Egyptian smoking a cigarette right now.
what of it?
What of it?
Okay.
Have we presented the case yet?
Prosecution, please present your case to the court.
Okay, we've all gathered here today because it's come to the court's attention that LMA Triple O Lauren here is an absolute stoner. And I don't even know why we're in a courtroom at this point, because this is completely and irrevocably defendable by anybody but the stoner herself.
All right. Would you like to defend yourself?
Can I please present some
Oh.
evidence to state
Okay.
my case, please?
Sure.
All right. You'll see here a DoorDash order going to Miss Lauren's address that has not one or two, but 12 tacos from Taco Bell
Oh god.
going straight to her address with only her name on the order, stating that it is for her and herself only. Now, for someone of Lauren's stature, I don't know of many women who have the appetite to eat 12 tacos other than when they are under the influence of a substance that causes quote unquote munchies. Rest my case.
Okay. Lauren, would you like to present evidence on the contrary?
I can't even DoorDash Taco Bell. I live in Curry. So, that's false.
Okay.
Evidence, Your Honor. It's evidence.
Do you have a proof of address?
It's probably why the order was never delivered, as the evidence states.
That's fair.
Probably in her raging high that she forgot to realize that she was too far away for the order to actually get delivered.
Bro.
Do you have anything to add to that?
No?
Guilty?
I don't think so.
Okay. Do you have any further evidence?
Are you speaking to me, Judge?
Yes, prosecution.
Oh, I apologize. I did not have the ability to present said evidence.
Okay, are you ready to present
Sure,
evidence?
sure, yeah.
Okay, let me just fix it here. There you go.
Okay. I have here some 3D cardboard glasses. Now, when these first came out, I remember, because I was a young child, that these were used in movie theaters to allow the screen, to encapsulate you, to bring you into that environment. But since then, we've had so many technological advances, such as VR in the day and age of Miss Lauren here and her upbringing, to where these are no longer required for such an experience. Now, the only reason I think that these could be useful to Lauren is to assist her on her high when her marijuana is laced with a very, very illegal drug called LSD that makes you hallucinate. And these 3D glasses have been known to assist with such hallucinations.
That's a pretty strong accusation.
It's just the evidence, Your Honor. It's just the evidence.
Okay.
Matter of fact, I have another piece of evidence right here. The search history of the client clearly
Would
states
you like a chance to respond?
a Google.
Hold on.
Let him continue.
Okay, continue, please.
Yeah, this clearly states a Google questioning the current price of a gram of marijuana. Likely to purchase some, only for consumption. What the hell? Also, to go along with those, here are the internet comments that allowed her to get the information that she so requested.
Yes, juror.
I would just like to state that quote unquote hardcore stoners don't buy in grams.
Okay.
Anyway.
Okay, thank you for that input.
It seems as though this juror may be a little biased in the case there.
Your Honor, I would agree. Your Honor, I would agree with the juror, and I would like to speculate that perhaps she's not purchasing her own, but rather than keeping track of expenditures as a financial.
So are you changing?
No. The search history is definitely there.
Okay.
But the reason why may not be for only consumption, but to track the finances of her household.
Okay.
It has been known that her husband has a weak pullout game, so probably to assist with some kids.
All right, would you like to present anything to the court?
You didn't even give her permission, Judge. Judge.
You gotta smack that button.
You would have to give her permission, Judge. Judge!
That's the bailiff.
No, it's witness.
Oh, we don't have a bailiff. No wonder it's so out of order in here.
All right. Do you have anything to present?
Stay woke, Chris. Stay woke.
If we can get order in the courtroom.
All right. Nowhere in my bank statements show that I've purchased marijuana of any sorts.
Okay.
Your Honor,
Yes.
in what situation would you ever see a bank statement showing the purchase of marijuana?
That is a very good point.
Cash App?
Okay.
That's not a bank statement.
It still shows, doesn't it?
It would be accepted as evidence.
Your Honor, who would blatantly allow their Cash App receipt to say purchase of marijuana?
I don't think any of us are assuming that's what was on the
doesn't.
statement.
It doesn't.
Perhaps an
exactly.
absolute
One at a
stoner
time, please.
It doesn't even say that on the thing, brother.
What does it say?
Brother? Sorry, Your Honor.
I wouldn't know. I've never purchased.
So you're stating there is
Liar.
no,
I've never purchased, brother.
there is nothing with the amount that he is stating at all on your bank statement.
No.
Okay, do you have evidence of this?
I think I already put it down.
There's no banknote, yes. Free and clear of any purchase of marijuana, but that doesn't help her case in whatsoever. Matter of fact, I can hurt her case with another piece of evidence if you so will allow me the ability to present.
Are you done presenting your evidence?
I am.
Go ahead.
Ma'am, Your Honor, here's a damaged drill. Clearly modified
Wake up.
to increase the efficiency of a process of
I ain't doing
smoking
that.
marijuana called grinding.
No sleeping in my courtroom. Please repeat that. I'm sorry.
I said, here's a damaged drill, clearly modified to assist in the process of smoking marijuana called grinding. I had to go down into the depths of the demonic Reddit to find the process in which this takes place. And lo and behold, there's one that the police recovered from her household.
Is this true?
It's absolutely true,
Like-
ma'am. There's the
I would
evidence.
like to say
I'm
I'm a
asking the
woman.
defense.
I don't know how to use a drill.
This is 2025, man.
Lauren, you do have a police officer as your witness.
Boo.
Oh shit! What are we doing?
Would anyone like to call the witness?
Man, fuck that witness.
Right?
No. Prosecution?
I'll call my witness, yes.
Well,
So, late great Ronnie Coleman, now that you've fallen from your graces and ended up homeless, back in your day of lifting the heavyweights, as they would say, did you ever participate in the smoking of marijuana?
I mean, I smoke a little reefer,
Okay. Can you explain to me the steps in which you would process the marijuana from receipt to smoking?
Well, see. What I would do, what I would do, is I would
Carry on, Mr. Ronnie Coleman.
I would
does
break
the
down.
witness
Said we.
does the witness need a break?
No.
Okay. Please continue.
I would.
Who? Hang on. Who's making that noise? Please order in the courtroom.
Ronnie Coleman. Can I get you to explain the process of receipt to smoking marijuana?
Well. So I would break it down. I break it down real good.
How do you break it down? Please,
And then,
please
well,
explain.
you want to separate it out. You don't want to. I never liked the stems. That wasn't me. Some people like the stems, but that wasn't me. I didn't like the stems, so I break it down. And when I break it down, I pull it. Pull. I would pull it all apart.
Mm-hmm.
And then
I'm
Write
failing
that
to
down, write
see
that down.
how this is relevant to this case.
We're getting there, Your Honor. Please give him time.
Okay, could we please stay on track, please?
Forgive me.
All right,
Forgive me.
what's the next step after the breakdown?
Well, then,
Carry on, Ronnie.
I normally hand it off to somebody else. Let them get it broke down even more with the, they put it in the,
Okay, let
they
me
put it in
interrupt,
the.
Mr. Ronnie Coleman. Is there a
Please.
process in this called grinding?
Yeah. I mean, most times, sometimes, sometimes, yeah.
Okay. And have you ever seen weird contraptions to help with the process of this to grind very large volumes of weed, maybe with electric power tools?
I mean, yeah.
Would a drill be one of those power tools that could be used in such a way?
I mean, it could be. Some people, some people pretty ingenuitive.
Thank you for your
I'm
time,
not. I'm
folks.
not. I'm not.
Thank you for your time.
Any further questions?
No, Your Honor.
Defense, do you have any questions for the witness?
No.
Okay. Is there anything further?
I'm good. I'm good, Your Honor. I've presented every piece of evidence that I need.
Yes. Sure.
I would just like to recall back to what Mr. Ronnie said. No stems in you
Okay.
push, and then
You're
they
about
put
to
it
be
in
kicked
the.
out of my courtroom.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it could have been. I mean, some people could. I could, but I don't.
Write that down. Write that down.
Defense, do you have anything further to add to this case?
No, I do not.
You don't have anything to defend
Please
yourself
arrest me
with?
at this point.
Jurors. Please
Say
come to the podium.
less. You it.
What? Your Honor, I believe we have a biased juror.
Boo!
Guilty. Punchable
She got up
face,
there. First thing she
Gambino.
said is "Dude."
Yeah, she said.
Brother. No, she said brother.
Brother.
She hit me
Oh,
with a Hogan.
Tori going on the defense.
It's the only one I haven't done
Then
yet.
get up and prosecute.
Oh
Absolutely.
God.
Do it, Dean.
Why do y'all want me as the prosecutor?
Do it.
No, he'll yell at me.
More of the reason to do it.
No, not Jordan.
That could get out of pocket.
Okay. It's fine.
Oh, it's fine.
No, it's fine. Go back.
There you go.
No, go back.
Now Dean got you.
No,
No, commit. You said.
no. Danny, get over here.
Follow
At
me
the
out.
jurors. Actually, do journalists, Danny.
Okay.
I mean, if she calling me out, I'll take it.
Yeah, I'm calling you out.
That's too bad.
Oh.
No one was talking to you, please.
Yeah,
Alright.
well, you're on defense, so it doesn't matter.
Dean, you want to play witness?
Huh?
You calling me out?
You calling you out?
Yeah, Tori's calling me out.
It's fine. We'll do this. Okay.
You want to do defense? Me be the prosecutor?
Yeah, because I was prosecutor last time I did it.
Alright. Ready up?
Everybody ready?
Dear God.
This should be good, chat.
Yeah.
Out of pocket, Chris. Out of pocket.
All right. Got to get something on my wife here.
Oh my god, I'm so hardcore. I can't even jump over. And I
Okay.
need to jump over to get out.
Damn.
Thank you, Judge.
You had to make a statement with that one.
Which one?
How absurd are we prepared to get right here?
All of them.
Jordan, you're muted.
You are muted, Jordan.
I can't be unmuted while I'm doing this.
He
mean,
said
go as
how
absurd
he
as you want.
said. Okay, y'all heard him.
We're all friends here.
I'm kind of scared.
Jordan's like, low key, may or may not enjoy butt stuff.
Ain't nothing low key about that one.
Oh God.
You're cooked.
Outside of this. There's a fucking massive group outside.
Don't worry, chat. We're just waiting on Jordan.
The judge is getting bored.
That poor witness.
Yeah, the witness is cooked. He's not gonna remember nothing.
Good. Keep it up, Judge.
You gotta get more for a second time offender, you know. Oh.
That's right.
Hey, when did you write that second part, Chris?
Screaming.
Objection. Out.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. Let's see here. Get some opening statements out of you.
Yes, Your Honor. I would first like to come in and be thanking you all today for attending this rather heinous crime. But I would like to start with bringing up that in every case like this, it seems that we have such a crazy accusation that some people seem to lose track. So while we're here, let me point out again that that this woman here has more adult toys than there are days of the week. I would like to start with providing you this rusty key. This rusty key here is, you can see it's old, it's used, very much so. That is where she keeps them locked up. This is the key that does that. Okay? I would also like to point out that it is often, she has often, when she can't find her specific daily toy, she tends to look in this size 47 sock. Might be left in there.
That's a big old sock, Your Honor.
It is.
I'm
It is.
Your Honor.
You are.
Prosecutor.
You are. I would also like to point out that I have several cases of earbuds around the house where we seem to be missing one, almost as like someone is listening to things in secret. You know, it may be that there are other things happening while they're listening.
Them some strong accusations there, prosecutor.
Yes, there are.
You
I
got
would.
anything to say about this?
Yes. That is all lies.
You got any proof for that?
There is 7 days of the week, and I only have 4 adults.
I can go count them right now, Your Honor.
Can you prove that?
Oh,
Oh, let's check out the news here. What the fuck?
That lie.
Hey, yo!
Cold-blooded.
I have my diary that I am presenting as evidence, where I stated in here when I bought my last toy, which was the 4th toy that I own, and it says that in the diary.
Interesting.
Your Honor.
Interesting.
Your Honor.
What do you have to say about this?
That is a lie because she has purchased none of them. I have purchased all of them for her.
And how many have you purchased, Mr. Prosecutor?
Hard to say to be sure. I lost count.
Objection! That is
I'm gonna have to throw that out if there's no evidence.
What I do have evidence of is this used tea bag that she often uses as one of the toys.
Objection!
Yes.
That's a blatant lie.
I have the yellow postcard that the last one was sent in stating that it was gift number 8.
You're on. He may have the money that purchases these toys, but he does not do said purchasing. I purchased the toys with his money.
Not true, Your Honor.
Interesting.
He does not see the
She's lying, Your Honor.
invoice.
You have proof of that?
I do have proof of that. I would like to call my witness to the stand.
Okie dokie. Get on up here.
Mr. Movie Producer,
Uh,
is it true that your specific kind of movies that you produce creates a specific kind of toy?
I direct pornos. What else you want?
That's exactly. And is it true that you do have pretty good sales selling the items that are used in your movies?
Yeah, new and used stuff. It's kind of cool.
Exactly. And is it true that you use a yellow postcard inside thanking your customers for their purchase and letting them know how many they have so that they can keep up with their rewards points?
Yeah, we use the tits from the girl from Kill Bill, and it's yellow on the outside, shaped like a pair of tits.
Thank you. No further questions for the witness.
Yeah.
You got any questions for the witness?
Do you have proof that these were purchased in my name?
Objection, Your Honor. They're not going to keep they're not allowed to keep that private information.
Continue.
Well,
Continue.
we can prove that where we sent it to, for sure. All
But
the
you
names
can't.
are anonymous, obviously, but that's for anybody who buys anything adult toy-wise. But we can prove that they were sent to that address.
Well, I've bought 4, and I can tell you that they were all addressed in my name.
It's much more than that, madam.
Okay, well, can you prove it?
I can prove
I
that
didn't
much
think
more
so.
than 4 have been sent to your house.
In my name.
Okay. It's not, nobody has a name on their packages.
Well, mine did.
It's all
There's
discreet.
4 of them.
You said you have evidence?
Yeah, absolutely.
Get that evidence out of you.
The evidence has been presented, Your Honor. The yellow postcard
Oh, has it?
with the thanks for your 8th order.
Yes, sir, and we did so.
Okay. What do you got to say about this?
This is the cell phone that I used to purchase 4.
Everybody's got a motherfucking phone.
It's documented on the cell phone that there was only 4.
Breaking news! Breaking news!
Oh!
Yo, how long did that draw take you?
He been working for a minute over there.
Hey, you want to come work for me? Use you for some comics we've been thinking about.
That's
Chad,
that's
Defendant,
my
do
it
evidence.
was
you have
Barney, calm
anything
down.
for the witness?
No. No further
And
questions.
what would you like to do at this time?
I just presented my evidence of the cell phone that I used to purchase the toys.
Objection, Your Honor.
Hold on. I'm switching. And what do you have to say about this?
I clearly presented the postcards that received said it doesn't matter where you ordered what. I ordered some things on my phone, some things on my computer, some things on the work computer. You know, I'm not a perfect guy, but it is what it is. But I have the postcards. I literally brought receipts.
Objection.
What's the objection?
My name is not on those postcards.
There-
Interesting.
They're addressed to our address.
Our.
Are you saying that these are in fact his toys?
Well, I didn't order 'em.
Oh! J'accuse.
But you use them, don't you?
I used 4.
Oh my god, there's one on the ground.
At the same time?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
That's him.
No shit.
That's not what this case is about, though.
I don't even know how that would anatomically work.
Oh no.
That is big facts.
I don't know how.
Does anybody have anything else they would like to do at this time?
I'm gonna write that down. That's what I'm gonna do.
I rest my case.
Oh,
Everybody in here can make their own decisions. You all know the truth. You've been here.
I kind of want to go
Or do you have
home.
anything
I
you'd
trust
like to
you.
add?
Just the fact that he has 0 evidence, physical evidence, that any of those were actually mine.
You're stating that this rusty key isn't
That's
yours?
facts, That's facts. I mean, there is the key. There
You're
is-
also
I'm not.
You're also stating that you have this size 47 sock, even though I, your husband, clearly wear a size 8.
All I'm saying is that
That is a big ol'
the
sock.
ones, the toys that you're presenting were not mine.
You're also stating this used tea bag is mine. I don't drink tea unless it's Milo's. Extra sweet.
I don't know anything about the tea bag. I'm not gonna lie.
Good choice. Good choice.
Your Honor, I rest my case.
Yeah.
All right, jury. What are we thinking here?
Nothing need to be said.
Game,
Guilty.
set, match.
Lauren? Oh, breaking news. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Anything we want to build on that?
New evidence.
uh,
Go ahead with it.
Your Honor, Your Honor. Of course,
What
a
do you
man,
want?
a man of my age would need this to be able to keep up with the sheer amount of adult
Hey, you watch
toys.
your tone. I'll be your age one day.
You will be.
Like 15 years. You
Your
got
Honor,
anything to add on that?
that was unnecessary, Your Honor.
No, nothing bad.
Now, jury, did that influence our decision at all?
Guilty.
Lauren,
Guilty.
Oh, come on.
let's not fuck this up this time.
It's not fucking something.
Winner, winner.
Sent to an asylum where they're stuck for life with a roommate convinced they were the reincarnation of a cursed toaster. Over time, they started to believe it too.
Damn.
Mm.
That's harsh.
All right.
All right, chat. That's where I'm gonna end it right there.
I believe I'll end it
Appreciate
as
y'all
well.
for stopping by.
Yeet.
I will see y'all tomorrow as long as I have internet.
Yeet.
I love y'all. Stay safe. Hydrate.
Appreciate y'all hanging out. Help me decide what we're gonna do tomorrow. Let me know.